Tech Hub for a smarter you.
Sebastian Ubeta joins us right now, and he speaks to us from an AI expert perspective on the good, the not so good, and the future of AI, particularly with GPT. He said something very important about the AI race that you should listen to.
ChatGPT is just a free AI chatbot, just like normal chatbot that we have. So chatbot is a computer program designed to stimulate conversations with human users, especially over the internet. So with ChatGPT, really you can ask anything and everything, and you can ask it basic questions that you ask Google, and you get different response every time. So it's a chatbot made using a technology by OpenAI called GPT-3. So that's why there's an extension of GPT attached to it. GPT in itself is called Generative Pre-trained Transformer. So it's one of the cutting-edge language processing AI model that can generate human text and also had a wide range of application, including language translations, language modeling, text extraction. So far, the most common application has been the most common application with the GPT, that is the generative pre-trained transformer, has been this chat GPT. So in summary, it's just a normal chatbot, but a higher level of chatbot.
So this is like the big brother of Google and other search engines. And is it going to replace those search engines? Like give them a run for their money?
Well, it's an interesting thing to see in this era. So, the era of technology is evolving, and one needs to evolve with it. I think in 2023 and beyond, what we are going to see will be a full-fledged partnership. So if Google and other search engines don't wake up to the reality, then if I should borrow the words of Professor Ndubisi called AI race, then the replacement as predicted will be true. Because look at it. A good example is Yahoo. If you can remember when Yahoo was the reigning thing. But what I can predict, or what I can predict, I sound like. But what I can say at this point is saying that there's going to be a partnership, huge partnership, and also a competitors along the line. So for a start, Microsoft have already noted that ChatGPT and other technologies within OpenAI will be part of their futures. And I think Google in particular will jump on the evolving technology, which may not necessarily be to partner with OpenAI. But this time, looking at the interview that was done with Demis Hassabel, that's the CEO of DeepMind, who acquired Google in 2014. According to the press release, they gave a hint that a new chatbot will be released this year called Sparrow. So we are looking forward to that. And I think that the AI race will be so fierce in the sense that it's going to look at the flaws of this current ChatGPT, although ChatGPT is still in its early stage. But when I believe in deep learning, we'll try to reinforce Sparrow architecture with the learning that ChatGPT lacks. So fingers crossed. Just be rest assured that it can only be better with AI.
Man, this AI race is going to be something else. You know how AI can take you beyond human comprehension. I wonder why I'm saying beyond human comprehension, but permit me to use the word beyond human comprehension, because you as human, your knowledge is finite. There's just so much you can know. But with AI, it's like you're taking the knowledge of everybody all over the world and putting it in a particular, I don't know, having one person have access to it. How accurate is this AI? Let me use the word. How accurate is it?
Well, I think we are referring to the ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is still in its early stage, and the accuracy it's not there yet, and that's one of the reasons why if some places they are banning the use of it, because it gives accurate content. I remember using it to do 5 plus 4. It gave me the correct answer 9, but I said, but I think 5 plus 4 is 20. You see the chatbot will reply, oh sorry, sorry, it is 20. So the accuracy, the platform is still in its early stage. So I believe as time goes on, they'll fine tune and apply reinforcement learning in order to fine tune the learning.
So people were scared earlier on that robots would replace humans when it comes to the automated industry, the manufacturing industry, basically. And now we are hearing that researchers, journalists, people who are in information management and processing, industry are concerned that with this chat GPT and the elder brothers will be coming on later, we could be out of business. I wonder, should such concerns be, you're smiling already. I'm a journalist anyway,
I
so
mean,
ChatGPT is giving everybody what I should give it to them. So maybe I should be a bit wary. Talk to me.
okay, so I'm going to lay some foundation here. I mean, just to drive the incident, answer the question. So, as a professional in the field of AI, before this ChatGPT, there's this stat that the economic impact of AI is projected at 15.7 million trillion dollars by 2030, and by 2025 we'll have 35 to 50% of the jobs will be highly automated. So in summary, some of these repeated tasks will be taken over by robots, and it comes down to about 800 million or thereabout workers could be replaced, and 375 million of them may need to reskill. Now the big question is it possible that these people will lose their jobs or be able to get new jobs? You hear people say AI will not replace your job, but the man that uses AI will. AI will not replace your job, but the man that uses AI will. So I ponder on such statements because what we are looking at here is ChatGPT research for researchers, journalists, and because ChatGPT has drawn our attention that we overlook in the past, and is the fact that we are gradually transferring our intelligence to machine. I'll repeat it again. We are gradually transferring our intelligence to machine, which will soon have a catastrophic impact in our society. So here, it's not about the man that uses AI or replacing our jobs. It's all about AI-based chatbots, which can be used to automate tasks. So within the journalist sector, you have some tasks that are repetitive in nature, which AI can actually do, but they are not capable enough in many skills that people are great at, like critical thinking, creativity, or strategic decision making. But the question I would like to pose, I'll ask is, will you be ready to waste your time in critical thinking when you know that there is a solution that can give you almost half or little of what that it's all about? So there is a need for an emergency World Summit to agree on AI regulations and also to create the awareness of human intelligence by defining what human right is in protecting our intelligence. As one of my mentors will say, who is the founder of AI TechNot, Dr. Sharon Matthew, who is so passionate about public intelligence, I think we need to start thinking about how humans will survive in the world that we have used AI to create for ourselves, right? So we have right to intelligence. That's the right to protect human intellectual capabilities from being replaced by this intelligent or innovative system or chat GPT that we have. And the problem is not the digital world itself or the technology evolving. In fact, is that we are creating a digital monopoly without realizing it.
My goodness, this is worth thinking about because I think it's a good, scary kind of situation. I don't want to use the word necessary evil. It is good and at the same time scary. And there should be regulation like you spoke about. Let's bring it down to students. I heard recently, I was just going through YouTube and I watched certain videos of a man, speaking about how much schools are banning students from using the chat GPT. I mean, what are the concerns here?
Well, to be honest, it depends on how one sees it. So ChatGPT, an artificial intelligence chatbot, what it tries to do is to generate human-like writing, including essay. And you see, I think New York City schools, there are some concerns that it raised as regards to students involving in cheating, plagiarism, and all that. And this has come in the midst of widespread that it could encourage students not to be hypercritically minded in the academic work. And within a learning institution, one of the things it tries to build is critical thinking, problem-solving skills, which are essential for academic and lifelong success. But it can be difficult to build with ChatGPT. Now, great concerns about the negative impact on student learning and concerns regarding the safety and accuracy of content as well is one of the key issues why it's been banned. And not just in schools, because it looks like we are beginning to see the end of natural intelligence if such ChatGPT is enabled. That is those categories of students that we called gifted children categories. So if we have ChatGPT, then we are in the beginning to see the end of such natural intelligence. Although some school of thoughts don't agree with this, more especially a researcher from MIT Media Lab, Kurt Darling, who believes that there is a possibility of integrating school education and curriculum, integrating ChatGPT into school education and curriculum. And this is true, but the point is, how realistic is it? We need to start talking about the AI regulations and right intelligence and others if we truly want to incorporate this, because if we incorporate it, that will give us room to start talking about the learning process, the ethical issues and limitations, rather than just banning it, because there are positive sides to it as well.
Do you see maybe one or two good sides of it that, if harnessed and concentrated on, can, make it a good rather than a good scary?
Yes, I mean, totally yes, totally yes. So I'll start from the educational sector, which New York City banned. So for me, let's just brainstorm. Just consider using ChatGPT to kind of generate responses from frequent use questions in a specific course, modules, or subjects. So it's that it becomes easier for a professor or a lecturer to answer common student questions. Another example is consider how useful it would be to quickly review a large volume of academic articles by using this ChatGPT to generate summaries of abstracts. So you could see that even in my profession as it is now, I use what we call topic modeling and natural language processing over a large volume of text or corpus in order to understand what these particular things are talking about. So GPT can actually help me in doing that, and it could save me the hours of time and effort trying to code in Python or trying to do that in a large environment. So also in educational perspective, to generate practice questions for students. So students may want to generate practice questions for exams or quiz, just to test their knowledge in preparation for their exams and all that. Now, in the business perspective as well, you could see the positive impact. Just think of what chatbots do, because every website organizations embed chatbot, but this is a higher level of it. So there are numerous opportunities for businesses to use this tool, ChatGPT, to improve their bottom line and create better customer experience. But this technology has some potential drawbacks. That is, it can generate incorrect information or biased contents. So another source or another thing I would want us to have in mind, or the key issue, that ChatGPT may likely reduce the human interactions and personalized feedback in the learning process. And we all know what human interaction does in balancing the ecosystem.
Well, thank you so much for joining us on the conversation. Sebastian Obeta, founder of the Applied Artificial Intelligence Society at the University of Bradford, is also a data analyst. Thank you so much for joining us on the conversation. We hope to, of course, have more of you.
It's my pleasure.
With the power that we have with social media, with the digital space right now, you can be anything you want to be.
Tech Hub.